Good day, everyone. You're welcome to this week's Business and Investment Tips program, a production of Christ Church Radio with Ayodeji Ebo, an investment professional. This week, the focus is on investing in FGN savings bond. What is an FGN savings bond? A savings bond is a government bond or financial instrument used to borrow money from retail investors. It is considered one of the safest investments because they are backed by the full faith and credit of the federal government. Similar to a typical bond, when you buy a savings bond, you are effectively lending your money to the government at a fixed rate of interest, with the government responsible for returning the loan in full plus interest. The bond is issued monthly by the Debt Management Office on behalf of the government. It is available for 5 days from the date of announcement, and the tenure is 2 and 3 years. Features or benefits of a savings bond. 1. The bond is issued monthly by the federal government through the Debt Management Office via an offer for subscription at an interest rate based on market rates. The rates are announced by the DMO on the first day of each month. 2. The bond earns an investor a coupon or an interest income that is paid quarterly and directly into the investor's bank account. Notably, the interest rate for the April 2022 auction was 7.33% for the 2-year bond and 8.33% for the 3-year bond. The coupon or interest income for the savings bond is tax-free. 3. The bond is tailored towards encouraging a savings culture. Therefore, the minimum investment amount is as low as 5,000, while the maximum amount is 50 million naira. 4. The bond can be sold before maturity through the Nigerian Exchange Limited retail bonds market by authorizing your stockbroker to sell your investments in the secondary market. 5. There are no transaction costs incurred in buying the savings bond in the primary market. However, charges are applicable for investors when buying or selling a savings bond in the secondary market. 6. Savings bonds are low-risk investments. This implies you are unlikely to lose any money, as the probability of the federal government defaulting on its savings bonds obligations is extremely low. The bond is also acceptable as collateral for loans. Difference between an FGN savings bond and an FGN bond. 1. The minimum investment amount for an FGN savings bond is 5,000 naira, while the minimum investment amount for an FGN bond is 50 million naira. The interest payment for an FGN savings bond occurs every 3 months, while the interest payment for an FGN bond occurs every 6 months. The tenure issued for an FGN savings bond is within 2 to 3 years, while that of an FGN bond is usually above 3 years. The frequency of issuance for an FGN savings bond is for 5 days monthly, while an FGN bond opens for 1 day monthly. Both instruments are backed by the full faith and credit of the federal government of Nigeria, hence they have minimal risk. The difference highlights the advantages of the FGN savings bonds over the main FGN bonds. How does an FGN savings bond work? You will be required to complete and submit a subscription form through your stockbroker. A Central Securities Clearing System (CSCS) account will be opened for you by your stockbroker, where the bond will be deposited. You can use your stock CSCS account if you already invest in stocks in Nigeria. The CSCS is the custodian and transfer agent that assists with the holding of your investments and transmits or updates your bank details to the central bank. The central bank is the registrar to the savings bonds, with the responsibility to ensure interest and principal are paid as and when due. As a result, it is mandatory to have a bank account. If you invest 100,000 naira in a 3-year FGN savings bond at an interest rate of 8% per annum, you will be paid 2,000 every 3 months for the next 3 years directly into your bank account. That is, you will receive 2,000 naira for 12 quarters, translating to a total interest of 24,000 naira. You will be repaid your 100,000 with the final 2,000 interest at the end of the 3rd year. Please note that you can sell before maturity at the prevailing price through your stockbroker, but it's always advisable to hold for the period of the bond. How to build and compound your portfolio with an FGN savings. You can set a target to purchase a certain amount monthly. For instance, 10,000 naira monthly for the next 5 years at an average interest rate of 7%. Your total savings will be 600,000 naira with an estimated interest of 119,343 naira 90 kobo, translating to a total of 719,343 naira 90 kobo. If your monthly target is 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira, your total estimated investment value will be 3,596,719 kobo or 7,193,438 kobo. This assumes that you reinvest any interest paid or principal at maturity to your bank account with your monthly contribution. Investments can only be done in a multiple of 1,000. As a result, it is advised to have a dedicated bank account for this purchase and not your regular bank account. As always emphasized, doing nothing makes you worse off due to the continued impact of inflation on your savings or investments. With the inflation rate at 15.92% as of March 2022 in Nigeria, investing in savings bonds helps you to reduce this impact by an average of 8% per annum. Thank you for listening. Please join us same time next week for another exciting and insightful session. For questions, comments, and feedback, kindly forward to info@getfinanceandinvestmenttips.com or send SMS to 0708 246 3747. Stay blessed.